Hi everybody, welcome to this video. In some cases, meetings can get somewhat warmed, from Samuel L. Jackson declaring that he isn't Laurence Fishburne, to Anne Hathaway terminating back at chauvinist inquiries regarding her weight. These stars wouldn't hesitate to get down on their questioner. WatchMojo is counting down the stars who face their questioner. Individuals have been stirring up Samuel L. Jackson and Laurence Fishburne for quite a long time. But Jackson was finally pushed over the edge by this interview in case of mistaken identity. KTLA's Sam Rubin got some information about the alleged Super Bowl business that he featured in, and this set Jackson off on a 2-minute digression, wherein he totally killed Rubin on air. He continually cut him off, let him know that not all individuals of color resemble the other the same, and even took a hit at Rubin's specific employment as a diversion journalist. Rubin can simply clumsily dismiss it, prior to yielding that it was a merited punishing. Regardless, Strong was very respectful. This questioner at a public interview opens his scrutinizing with the crazy explanation that Tuff's sexuality appears to be uncertain. He then, at that point, continues rolling, inquiring as to whether big names find it hard to straightforwardly examine their sexuality prior to explaining that he is getting some information about his. The entertainer essentially inquires as to why he is getting some information about that, which stumps the youngster in his tracks. Most likely closure his vocation simultaneously. Strong then gives him a basic, however, ordering thank you, closes the scrutinizing according to his very own preferences, and demonstrates that he is similarly as boss, in actuality, as he is before a camera. Maybe male questioners can't shake the picture of Anne Hathaway in a catsuit. To begin with, its additionals Jerry Penacoli let Hathaway know that she is in extraordinary shape, and asking what the calfskin suit was like. Then, at that point, it's Chris Van Vliet asking her how much weight she had lost to get in once more. Marvelous shape. While Hathaway accepts it, and has a grin all over the entire time, you can in any case tell that she was somewhat awkward with the inquiry, and, clearly, wouldn't answer it straightforwardly. He was fortunate she's so sweet. There are a couple of things you don't raise in a straightforward special meeting, including, as we've seen, a star's sexuality and weight. We can add their previous drinking issues to that rundown, too. Gibson showed up on WGN television with columnist dignitary Richards to respond to inquiries concerning his film Edge of Dimness. When Richards brought up Gibson's troubled past, things were going well enough until Gibson told Richards to move on, before Riley giving him a thumbs up and calling him an asshole. Richards likely simply needed appraisals and perspectives, and he absolutely got that. Furthermore, a bonus. Krishnan Master Murthy of Channel 4 News has unquestionably become famous in the mid-21st century in view of his hawkish meeting style, as exhibited with this scandalous Robert Downey Jr. interview. RDJ's hesitance to respond to individual questions is obviously clear, as he looks off to his marketing expert and starts to profoundly relax. So when a very much cautioned Master Murthy raises Robert's upset past, Downey just bids farewell and leaves, leaving an inquisitively confounded Krishnan sitting in off-kilter quietness. Shockingly, Downey doesn't release on him. However, it's quite awful for a questioner to have their subject leave the room. Okay, here is a piece of advice for any aspiring reporters out there. Except if you're composing for a pornography magazine or an undergarments blog, perhaps don't get some information about their clothing. Here we get together again with additionals Jerry Penacoli, you know, the Anne Hathaway fan, who is currently getting some information about whether she wore clothing under her Justice Fighters ensemble. While Jeremy Renner sits there and awkwardly laughs along, Scarlett quickly deflects the question and harshly criticizes Penacoli. Johansson asks what sort of interview this is, and we can't resist the urge to pose precisely the same inquiry. Yet again we see Channel 4's Krishnan Master Murthy coming up short, and the meaningful gestures. Master Murthy gets some information about the connection among artistic and genuine viciousness. You know, Tarantino 101, despite the fact that Tarantino has repeatedly advised Guru Murthy to drop it, and that his position on the matter is well documented, Krishnan persists, resulting in a 4-minute exchange that is extremely awkward. We honestly find it surprising that Tarantino did not leave like RDJ did. If you tell someone to move on 10 times and they still don't, you probably start to get annoyed. Is this guy unfamiliar with Reservoir Dogs? Thanks for watching.